Namaste and hi friends, it's Parvati here with Visionary Veda, bringing you your Vedic Astrology new moon report for this new moon happening in the sidereal sign of Aquarius on February the 19th. This is a very special new moon because it is following a very potent and powerful night of the great night of Lord Shiva known as Maha Shivaratri. Now that is happening tomorrow night, February the 18th. And there's a lot of things aligning over the next 2 days that we can really take advantage of. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So tomorrow night, February the 18th, we have the great celebration of Lord Shiva, known as Maha Shivaratri. Maha meaning great, Ratri meaning night, and Shiva speaks for itself. Now, usually on this night, it occurs, not usually, always this night occurs on the 14th Tithi, or the 14th lunar phase of the moon. This happens every month, but this month in particular is the great celebration of Lord Shiva. And this is where people all get together, stay up all night, and sing songs, celebrate, and do rituals known as puja to what's known as the Shiva Linga, which is symbolic of Lord Shiva himself. Now, the reason that we celebrate the MahaShivaratri, now there's many reasons because throughout India, the symbology and the stories are all varied. Some say it's the night that Shiva and Parvati got married. Some say it's the night where we worship Lord Shiva for holding the poison in his neck to save the earth from destruction, to save the universe from destruction. But the main symbology of this night is it's the night that Lord Shiva danced his Tandavam, okay? And this is his great cosmic dance of destruction and creation. And many of you have seen this this icon or this symbol of Lord Shiva dancing in his pose with his leg up and surrounded by this ring of fire. And this is the great cosmic dance of destroying and creating anew. So if we take this symbology, whether it be also Lord Shiva saving the universe by holding the poison in his neck, or Lord Shiva dancing like a mad dervish, destroying all those things that need to be destroyed in order to purify the energy of the universe, we can see that this night, tomorrow night, is the night to really surrender. We are so caught up in our day-to-day issues and our day-to-day habits that maybe have been lasting for a really long time that we wish to change in any sphere of our life. We have to remember that this is a personal block, and if we can learn to give it up and give it over and surrender it to the divine, that he or she or the divine can purify this for us so that we can move on and regenerate in a new capacity. There's many celestial indications that are lending itself to this process over the next couple of days. And the theme here is purification, and more than purification, really, the one word is surrender. Surrender it to Lord Shiva. Pray tomorrow night if there's anything that you want to let go of, anything that you want to change, that you have been unable to. Just give it up to the great divinity. And let divinity do its work for you. Let's get out of our own way. And it feels so much better just to surrender and to remember that there is a greater force at work on our behalf. We don't have to try so much and struggle so much against those things that we consider are getting in our way. Usually it's just ourselves that's stopping us. And in that surrender, we make room for the divine to come in and take care of us through the cosmic dance, through the celebration of life. So I wish you all a very, very potent and powerful and happy MahaShivaratri tomorrow night. Some things that you can do is to take the name of Lord Shiva, one of the most powerful and simple mantras out there that you can recite is Om Namah Shivaya. And it's just saying Shiva's name over and over again. If you could say it 108 times or more, it's great. But even if you can't, if you have it in your heart and you can and just offer it up, then your prayers will be listened to. It's an awakening of this Shiva energy, of destroying, of liberating. That's a better way to put it. Liberating us from that which we are bound to. And it's usually our own struggles against ourselves. That being said, the following day, so during Shivaratri, the moon is at its 14th phase, and it shows up just like a little sliver. And that is known as Shiva moon. And then the next night is going to be the Amavasya, or the black moon. The the nakshatra that is going to be in effect during Shivaratri is that of Shravana. Now, Shravana means to listen. It's not an active nakshatra. It's one, again, of surrendering, letting go, and listening. This nakshatra, Shravana, which is what we'll be celebrating Shivaratri under, is lorded over by the deity of Lord Vishnu himself. And if any of you have seen images of Lord Vishnu, he is the preserver, and he is just super relaxed and in this sort of half dream state on this cosmic ocean of consciousness. Here we have the theme of the oceans. Lord Vishnu is completely at ease and relaxed, just floating gently and peacefully on the cosmic ocean of consciousness. So the following day, the moon will move from the nakshatra of Shravana into the Nishta, and then by the time the full moon occurs, it will have changed nakshatras just in the beginning of Shatabhishak. Now, this is another very watery, surrendering type of nakshatra. Okay, it's symbolized by a circle, meaning the emptiness and the fullness all in one. The deity that presides over Shatabhishak nakshatra is Lord Varuna. And again, here we go. Varuna is the lord of the cosmic oceans. So the ocean, in symbolically speaking, is that sign of Pisces, right? And we have Jupiter and Venus in Pisces, as well as, I usually don't bring it up, but as well as today, Neptune, the god of the oceans, again, has just begun its ingress into Pisces. So this letting go into something bigger than ourselves is at play. The relaxing to the gentle waves and the motion of the cosmic ocean is what we are being called to do. And it's a very, very powerful 2 days. Just surrender it. Just let it go. Set it adrift. You don't have to worry about any intention setting. If you'd like to set intentions, of course, there's no harm to it. But make sure that the intention is centered around what we need to just surrender to. I know I keep repeating that word surrender, but that is the key word for these next 2 days. So this new moon in Shatabishak is also a very healing moon. When we surrender, all of that stress that we're putting upon ourselves can relax. And in that relaxation, in the deep sleep of rest, we get the fullest rejuvenation. Again, the ocean, Pisces, Lord Varuna, the healing of Shatabishak. It's all about letting go so we can rejuvenate and wake up refreshed and renewed. You also could be feeling a little bit tired, a little bit sluggish around this time, and that is because along with this new moon, we have the conjunction of the Sun and Saturn. So Saturn being the sign of karmas and discipline and hard work, we might be finding it really difficult to be on task, to be structured in our routines, to be able to undertake big projects. It could be disrupting our nervous systems. Because Saturn is combust, it's with the Sun, it's not really able to do its job effectively. So don't fight against it. Set your intentions, set what you want to achieve for this new moon, and then just give it over. And once the Sun has passed Saturn and has purified Saturn and moves a few degrees away from it to where Saturn is no longer combust, this is when you will have the power to really be able to participate in that which you wish to activate. Okay? So then, as well, along with this new moon, a few days ago on the 15th of February, we had Venus moving into its sign of exaltation to meet Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. Now, again, the sign of Pisces, right? It signifies the ocean. When Venus moves into Pisces, it lets go of all of its mundane significations, relationships and money and finances and the way you look and the way you feel. And it aims for its connection to what it is that makes us feel the best. And that is when we are connected to the divine. Venus is able to formulate a relationship right now, a connection with Source in this oceanic water. And Jupiter being there, being the Lord of Pisces, even though both of these grahas or planets signify different things in life, Jupiter can lend its wisdom. So in the letting go, in the opening up, in the surrender, in the release, you can get support of what you want your life to look like in this process of purification and rebirth. So it's such an important celestial time these next 2 days. Take advantage of it. Tomorrow night, if you can stay up, try to stay up at least until midnight. Try to focus your mind on the majestic great Lord Shiva. Another mantra that you could do besides Om Namah Shivaya is the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, which is a mantra of liberation, once again, giving it over to Lord Shiva to liberate us from our bondage. The other thing I wanted to touch on, with also ties in this theme of the vastness of the ocean of consciousness, which I touched on earlier, is the movement of Neptune into Pisces. Now, as a Vedic astrologer, we don't usually take into account the outer planets because these are more generational planets. They're extremely slow moving, and they're not as impactful as the personal planets are. But it does make a difference. And Neptune, of course, signifies the ocean moving into the sign of Pisces. So you will start to see over the next many, 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 many years different modalities and different ways that we can connect with our divinity. And actually, this does deserve its own video, so I will attempt to make one regarding it, but it's mainly about the healing of our consciousness. So we are starting with this Shivaratri and this new moon, a journey on into wholeness, not only inside ourselves, but with the divine, which is the true source of our healing and our awakening. So I'm wishing you all a very, very profound and purifying and healing MahaShivaratri. Hare Hare Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya. Happy new moon. And if anybody out there would like to contact me for a personal reading to see how these energies are affecting you using your personal birth chart, please feel free to reach out to me at the email below, which is visionaryveda@gmail.com. All right, my friends, all the best. Happy new moon. Enjoy the life. Until next time, blessings and light. Bye-bye.